I am repurposing items that you would normally throw into the recycle bin. Hello, my name is Leah. Welcome to Make All the Things with me. And I am participating in a Trash to Treasure collaboration hosted by This Southern Girl Can and co-hosted by Topsick Design and Wicked Wreaths. My first project, I am using a sugar bag and some prints that I got online that were free printables that I thought might work to turn this bag into a grain sack. I considered turning it inside out, but it was too difficult, so I had to paint the outside. Of course, it needed a few coats. Gave it a base coat of a mixture of nutmeg and burnt umber. That was the base coat of the bag. And then I went over it with a coat of Waverly Sandstone. Then I had those printables that I just grabbed. I think I found them on Pinterest. They were just a free shareable download. And I used a glue stick. And then I was worried that the glue stick wouldn't work, so I used some Beacon Fabri-Tac glue to adhere the label onto the bag. I really wanted it to stick because it really wasn't sticking, so I went over it with some Mod Podge. I dried it with my heat gun, and I was impatient. I really should have just let it dry naturally, but I wanted to make this project. And so then I tore the bag, rolled down the edges, brought out this bare wax sealing finish in a dark antique, and I used a stencil brush to distress the bag, make it look rustic and old. And I went to town on this, and I just applied it everywhere, and I loved how it just picked up the crinkles and the wrinkles in the bag. And that label wasn't sticking very well, so then I just decided to go with it. So I bent it back a little bit more, and now it looks more authentic and more old. I grabbed some black and white checkered gingham ribbon. I used the antiquing wax to distress it. I had never made one of these before, but I've seen other creators make them, and I just love the look, and I thought it'd be really fun to make this. And I actually, in the end, really like how this turned out. So I have some of these dried florals that I thought would look good in the bag, so I was just seeing how it looked. I have this tube. It was from a vinyl. It held vinyl on it, and I saved it because I knew someday I would need it, and today was the day because it's a trash to treasure theme. And so what I did was I measured it up against the bag to see how long I needed to make this. I'm turning this into a candle. So I just gave it a base coat of black chalk paint, put some hot glue around the rim there. I had that little tiny light bulb, and then I thought, how fun would it be to make it look like there was wax melting? And I didn't paint the drops of glue. I was just making drips. I didn't paint it, but then when it was all finished and dried, I thought maybe I should paint it. But I just left it thought it would be kind of neat. I stuck it in the bag, and then I got to thinking, I have seen people do this where they put, faux candles in the bag, and I wonder, is that safe? But there it was. I'll show another reveal at the end. Here's another tube I had. I don't even remember what was in this tube, but I saved it. I am making a grain scoop with this. So I brought out this little handsaw, and I just cut the part that I needed and kind of try to shape it into a scoop. Took my time. I know this is sped up, but I did take my time, and I had to use a utility knife to just get the rest of it cut off and just kind of shave off the rough edges. I did use a sander to sand it down. Then I took the rest of the tube that I used to make the candle, and I put a little bit of masking tape on the top. So I used the masking tape thinking that that was going to be the part that I was going to glue to the scoop, but I ended up doing something different. Used my mini drill to drill a hole in the tube because it's going to be hanging. And I gave it all a coat of black chalk paint. I use Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. And while I was painting this, I remembered I have these little wood pieces, and I had this little round piece. So I glued that to the tube, and that was going to be the part that I glue to the top of the scoop. Make sense? You'll see. So I really had to be patient with this. I don't know why, but the hot glue wasn't setting, and I did use a permanent glue and the hot glue, the hot glue for the quick stick, quick hold, but it wasn't quick enough for me. So I just propped it up against the paint bottle and just let it set. And so then I grabbed some Java cover chalk paint by Folk Art Home Decor paint, and I was thinking about making a wood grain finish, and I didn't want to. I wanted to keep it black, and I thought if it was metal, maybe I could add some grunginess to it. So I brought out the cinnamon and Mod Podge and made the faux rust just along certain spots. It's just beginning to rust. So right here, I was thinking I could turn this scoop upside down. I mean, is there really an upside down? And I was thinking I was going to decorate it with a candle and have it hanging that way. But I went with my original thought and decorated the top part of the scoop with some boxwood, some Excelsior, some of those wired berry pit garland from Dollar Tree, and of course made a bow out of some rustic looking ribbon and fabric. And I really love how this one turned out. I was having a hard time getting the twine through the hole that I had drilled, so I grabbed my jewelry picker and I put it through the hole, grabbed the twine, and then I was able to pull it through. And I thought, hey, that's pretty clever. And honestly, I usually spend more time fussing and struggling over bows than I do creating the project. Anybody else like that? Why are bows such a problem? If you're liking what you've seen so far, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you back here. And don't forget about the playlist. The link to the playlist is in my description below. Go on over, support all the creators in this fabulous collaboration. This project, I think, is my favorite. I made a faux crock stoneware jug container last week. It wasn't perfect, but I really liked it, and I wanted to make another one. So I dug this little glass jar out of my stash for practice. I do plan on making a true size, and to do that, you want to use one of those large pickle jars. They make the most authentic looking faux crocks. All right, so for this one, grab a jar, any size jar, and some coffee filters. So I just started off by folding up the coffee filters to make the rim of the crock. And I just layered the top part. And I'm pretty sure that on traditional crocks, the rim is supposed to be really big, thick, and fat. But I was practicing, so I just went with it. Then I cut the coffee filters in half to wrap around the jar. I only did one layer, and I was very careful, took my time, make sure I smoothed everything out, and applied a final layer of Mod Podge. I actually used my Coffee Podge mix because I was going for a rustic look, and the Coffee Podge is Mod Podge or school glue, a little bit of water, and some instant coffee. I painted it in Hazelnut by Waverly, and then stoneware has those little specks in it, so I watered down white paint and black paint and did some splattering. And I wasn't thrilled about the look of it until I went over it with the antiquing wax. This is from Behr at Home Depot. It is being discontinued. This will last me a long time, but I am going to run to Home Depot and grab some more because they're $5 in clearance right now. But look at the difference. Look at what this wax did to this jar. Oh my goodness. It just brought it up a notch. I just put a simple twine around it and left it at that. That's how I styled it. That was my old one. Here are the finished projects. I hope you enjoyed them. I so enjoyed making them. This was a little bit out of my comfort zone. Tell me in the comments, which was your favorite? Which one will you recreate? Or you will try to. I hope I've inspired you today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget about the playlist. The link is in my description. And please thumbs up and subscribe.